Jason Fichter helping us out by pointing out Farhan Lalji reporting that Chris Streveler has signed with the Arizona Cardinals, $100,000 guaranteed money. Now, my buddy Lee, not my brother Lee, my friend Lee from Newfoundland, wrote this on my personal Prairie Mobile phone earlier, just after we went to air. Explain this to me. How does a CFL backup quarterback get released to pursue avenues in the NFL? How does he have a shot? I think Lee in Newfoundland speaks for a lot of people because they're wondering, how does Chris Streveler, who the Bombers released this morning for an NFL opportunity, now signing with the Cardinals, how does this happen? Abu, we got a lot of things to get to with you, so why don't you take it from there? Let's start there.
Where
I know everything's going on.
Where?
Streveler to the Cardinals.
Streveler.
He's not going to be backing up Kyler Murray, I don't think.
Man, I don't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. I believe anyone can get a shot because anyone can try out well. But having $100,000 guaranteed money, and that's how you evaluate free agent contracts, especially guys coming out of the CFL. Because not anybody, but anyone can get just come and hold a bag for us. You know, it's how much money, what are you getting guaranteed? What's your signing bonus? If you're not getting one, you're not making the team. $100,000 pretty much guarantees he's making the team because it's a business. You don't want to, if you already gave the guy $100,000, you're not going to.
Nobody's throwing that money away.
Yeah. But man, I find that really hard to believe. I mean, he was third string on his own team, right? Is that what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a third string quarterback on his team. You know, he's a good. Teams have 1 week to game plan for him, and he's lost.
I will just say this. It's only my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. You just said he's the third string quarterback on his own team. People have talked about his 40 time. He runs like his feet are on fire.
Mm-hmm. They were. With all the needles he was getting before the game.
A couple times they were. Yeah, but you know what I mean? He doesn't run easily. I get that he's tough and he's rugged. And listen, I understand the Bomber fans love him. But $100,000 in the desert, to do what? And that does go to the bonus. Yeah, well, I'm just saying they're not signing him to be a quarterback.
He might have showed up, and he may do really well against the pass tree, right? He can throw all the routes. He's got a strong arm. He's got. I feel like we're talking about
Taysom Hill. Everybody brings that up.
We're talking about pretty much every quarterback that's been through Regina in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
But, the Canadian dude,
Bridge.
Yeah. Like, you know, he does really well, but you get him in the game and he starts panicking. He starts running and he starts doing anything. And yeah, you can put together a good highlight clip, but I just don't see it. Like, I just don't see it.
Jason Wall writes in, he says, it's the NFL. $100,000 is chump change. He'll be a third stringer in Arizona, be used for short yardage. But it's not chump change in the NFL. Every dime is accounted for big time in the National Football League. And they don't throw around bonuses like this.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last guy that's made a six-figure bonus. They're very rare.
Levi didn't get that much money.
No. For CFL guys, it's very rare.
Right. But again, you brought up Taysom Hill, and I've done that, a few times in this program. The one thing about Streveler, it's funny. We were surprised when he threw the ball in the Grey Cup. When he got it, we weren't surprised he got into the game. We were surprised when he threw the ball for a first down. So that's a little concerning. But you're right. He's not being signed to necessarily go out there and be the backup quarterback. That if Kyler Murray goes down, he's not the guy that's coming into the game. Now, he might get tons of playing time, but it is the Taysom Hill thing, right? Taysom Hill, quarterback in college, comes in. He's a quarterback on the depth chart, but he can play special teams and make tackles. He's played tight end and blocked, gone out for passes. He's played in the slot. He's played running back and taken handoffs. He's played quarterback and thrown the football the odd time, and he's ran the Wildcat. So he does so many different things as a change of pace guy. And even with the NFL, you're starting to see as a mimicking league when teams start having success doing something, you want to jump in and do the same thing. So now you got that guy in your tool belt, the guy that could maybe be the next Taysom Hill for Arizona. And then you're also seeing it in the Super Bowl. Travis Kelce runs the Wildcat. You see Derrick Henry in the conference finals, right, running the Wildcat. Now you've got your guy who can come in, be that change of pace and keep defenses guessing. So maybe there is a home for Streveler.
Yeah, it used to be, you draft a bunch of guys, you sign some free agents, and you realize, oh, wait a minute, this guy's a football player. This guy could play anywhere. Then you plug him in. maybe it's sad, or that's where football is. That they're actually looking for these players that can do it all.
Right.
I don't see him as a straight quarterback, but maybe they're bringing him in as a tool, as this is our wrench and this is what we need him for. You look at Baltimore, their quarterback depth charts. I mean, they got they got RG3 in there.
Yeah.
Like, you thought he was dead and gone, but who makes more sense than RG3 as Lamar Jackson's backup? Nobody. That's perfect. You don't have to change a thing, right?
Yeah.
That's your offense. The fullback still does the fullback thing. The right guard does that. The right receivers still run the same routes. You run the same offense. That's where I think maybe. I just don't think
I get
enough
it.
Quarterback position.
I get what you're saying. Kyler Murray was named Saturday the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the National Football League. He's never coming out.
Yeah.
No, but he can run. He's got some footwork. He can move around, right? Like
Kyler can, yeah.
Yeah, well, so can Streveler, I guess. He can. It's not pretty, but he can move around. That's why he's in there, right?
So, a lot of topics on the go today. Everybody's writing in about our poll question, which honestly took us a while to come to a consensus on in our morning pregame meeting over coffee and baking from Perkin Taps. Can I just say one thing about Perkin Taps? I'm trying to lose 30 pounds. They don't make it easy. Their chocolate chip cookies are like cakes.
They're so good.
They're 2 inches thick.
Oh, they're so good.
They're supposed to be cookies, but thank you, Perkin Taps, for looking after us every day like you do. That's why everybody comes in here and never wants to leave. But the Capital Auto Mall Universal Collision Center poll question is, who was the best Super Bowl halftime ever? There's only 4 options, folks. There's only 4 options. So we settled on 4. And then I'll tell you who the 5th is that didn't make the cut. The 4 options are Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, Lady Gaga, or J-Lo Shakira from yesterday. And right now, into the hundreds of votes, Michael Jackson and J-Lo lead. That's on Twitter.
Everyone's saying Prince, and I agree.
Everybody's writing in and saying, why didn't you put Prince in there?
Prince and U2 are the other one. That's the other one that just popped up.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the other. I mean, there's been a couple good acts, but those are the 6.
Guys. Lady Gaga jumped off the top of Energy Stadium in Houston. It doesn't get better than that.
Like Mick Foley.
She did what Michael Jackson did, right? Yeah.
Michael didn't do that, did he? He jumped off the top of the stadium? Michael Jackson?
You don't remember how his show started? Or was that Prince? No, it was Michael Jackson.
You figure it out, then get back to us.
He's up there on the top of the stadium. Then bam, he's on stage. Come on.
I don't think Lady Gaga was wearing a harness.
The king of pop. Too bad.
Well, anyways, I would have voted for Lady Gaga.
Good too. Yeah, she was good too.
But as we sit here right now,
Coldplay.
Michael Jackson is tied with J-Lo Shakira. And somebody wrote in, actually it's on Twitter here, and voted for Headley with the snowmobile. Oh, it was former junior hockey goalie, now senior hockey goalie by the name of Jimmy Pedersen, who my dad, frankly, was very fond of because they have the same name, and my dad is a goalie too. Let's be honest. Skidoos, snowmobiles, crisscrossing at the 2013 Grey Cup halftime might be the best ever.
That's more of like a Grey Cup in Edmonton thing.
But it happened here.
Oh, here?
Yes.
Oh, Grey Cup, yeah.
That happened. What were you doing? Going to the bathroom?
What I was doing wasn't listening to what you were just saying, apparently. Yeah, no, it was here.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.